Chapter 13, I Plunge to My Death. On a quest to save the world, you'd think you'd get a moment to breathe, a chance to just relax and see the country. But that's the thing about being a half-blood. Trouble doesn't take a vacation. Just when I thought we could have a normal afternoon, I found myself 600 feet in the air with a fire-breathing monster for company. Here's what happened in St. Louis. The train ride west was surprisingly calm after we escaped New Jersey. For 2 days, we rattled through the American heartland. We played card games, ate junk food from the dining car, and I tried not to think about the voice in the pit or the prophecy that said I was going to fail. For a little while, we were just three normal kids on a trip. Then we got to St. Louis. The train had a 3-hour layover, and Annabeth was practically vibrating with excitement. "The Gateway Arch," she said, her eyes shining. "It's a masterpiece of architecture, a 630-foot-tall monument to the spirit of the American West. I have to see it." Grover was nervous. "Annabeth, we're on a quest. A giant, shiny monument might not be the safest place for us." He was right, but I couldn't stand the thought of sitting around the station for 3 hours. Besides, I wanted to show Annabeth that I wasn't a coward. "Come on," and I said, "it'll be fine. A quick tourist trip." Famous last words. The arch was massive, a shimmering silver crescent against the blue sky. We rode to the top in a tiny claustrophobic elevator car, and we weren't alone. A fat lady in a denim dress and her tiny, nervous chihuahua squeezed in with us. The woman smelled weird, like smoke and reptiles. She kept smiling at me, and her eyes seemed to glitter with a hungry light. The observation deck at the top was crowded. The view was incredible, the whole city and the wide, muddy Mississippi River below. But I couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched. The fat lady and her dog were there too, standing near the exit. I tried to get us out of there, but the woman blocked our path. Now, little hero," she said, her voice suddenly raspy and reptilian. "Don't be in such a hurry." Her dog started to growl, a sound way too deep for a chihuahua. Annabeth and Grover saw it then, the danger I'd been sensing. "You've been a thorn in my master's side," the woman said. She snapped her fingers, and a wave of panic seemed to ripple through the observation deck. The other tourists started screaming about a fire, scrambling for the exits, leaving the four of us, and the dog alone at the top of the arch. The chihuahua was changing. It grew rapidly, its body elongating, its fur turning coarse and dark. A goat's body sprouted from its back, and a long, diamond-headed snake grew from its rump, whipping back and forth. Its head was now the head of a massive lion, with a mane caked in dried blood. It was the Chimera, the monster that haunted the nightmares of heroes. And the fat lady? She was Echidna, the mother of all monsters. "A test, Percy Jackson," Echidna hissed, "to see if you have the blood of a true hero, or the blood of a coward." The Chimera roared, and a blast of fire shot from its mouth, setting the carpet ablaze. Annabeth and Grover were trapped on the other side of the flames. I was alone with this thing. I drew Riptide, but my hands were shaking. This was a monster out of my league. It lunged and I dodged, but the snaketail was faster. It whipped around and sank its fangs into my leg. The pain was instant, a white-hot fire spreading through my veins. Poison. I was dying. The Chimera blasted another hole in the side of the arch, a gaping wound of twisted metal overlooking the river far below. I was cornered, my vision blurring, the poison making me weak. "You have no faith, Percy Jackson," Echidna taunted from the sidelines. "You do not trust the gods. You do not even trust your own father. You will die a coward." She was right. I didn't trust them. But what other choice did I have? I looked down through the hole at the muddy water of the Mississippi, 630 feet below. My father's kingdom. "Father, help me," I whispered. Then I did the only thing I could. I ran for the hole. I heard Annabeth scream my name. I heard Echidna laugh. And then I jumped, plunging out into the open air, the wind roaring in my ears as I plummeted towards my death. Narrator. So there I was, falling from the tallest monument in the country, with monster venom in my veins. Was my dad, the God I barely knew, actually going to save me? Or was I about to become the world's largest demigod pancake on the banks of the Mississippi? Thanks for watching. As the series continues, let me know how I can adjust to produce the best experience possible.